Mm.
Good afternoon. What up, everyone? Welcome to the weekend wrap up. It's not usually here. It's usually on Bobz's channel, but he's got family duty to take care of. So I'm here with. Introduce yourselves, people. Can you guys hear me?
I'll find you on Twitter. Don't worry about finding me, man. You don't want to. I'll find you. Don't worry about finding me.
This guy and his creep tactics, man. I'm always trying to find people and that. But yeah, I'm Big Gunner. You can find me on Twitter as The Away Day Show and on Instagram as The Away Day Show as well.
Yeah, we've got Gunner Socials is down there, and if you want to find Mike,
I'm sure
his Twitter is down there
as well. Yeah,
his Twitter is down there if you want to find him. So let him know. Let him know. But yeah, this is the Christmas period that we all know and love. Games every 2 days, it seems. I guess we got to start off with the first game, Chelsea Wolves. Before I go into it, since I'm a Chelsea fan, what do you guys have to say about Chelsea?
My personal view is, I don't know, I feel like obviously we know there's a lot more to come from Chelsea. Like that's just there's nothing anyone can say. Like regardless, they're going to get better in it. So I think this season, I don't know about you, but I feel like this season is just about cementing top four. People kept saying they should be going for the league because they've signed all these players, but we all know that it doesn't work like that. It's only Chilwell that played in this country before, out of all the players that were signed. So they're going to need time to bed in. Lampard is still new to Chelsea, no matter what anyone says. So again, they're only going to get better. But that match is just Wolves are Wolves, isn't it? They can beat anybody on the day, in it. Like regardless who they play, they can beat anyone. I did think Chelsea were going to win that match, to be fair, and they were in a position to win it as well. But yeah, like Giroud is just, I love Giroud. Obviously, being a gunner, like I think he's probably one of the most underrated strikers to have played in the Premiership as well. Still underrated now, even when he scores, he's still underrated. As I said before, love James at right back. Think he's the best in the Premiership currently. Going forward and defending. If you put it together.
Did you hear that, man? Did you hear that, man? Did you hear that? He heard that. Continue. Sorry. Continue.
Yeah. So they've got the basis of a Championship winning team there. So it's just once they get embedded together, playing constantly, I think if he's brave enough to play Werner for the middle, then you're gonna start seeing him bang as well. So there's a lot more to come. I think right now, I feel like he's trying to keep everybody happy. So I think that's why we keep seeing Giroud coming in and out. That's why we keep seeing Abraham coming in and out. He's got to keep all the players happy. But I think from next season, I think we will see Werner banging through the middle, and I think you guys, give Liverpool a run for their money next season. But yeah, back to that game. Yeah, it was just I was surprised that they lost, and then the manner that they lost as well. I thought they were under control. I think they had the game under control for pretty much most of the game, to be fair. But a couple of defensive lapses. It came from you guys were on attack, weren't you, for the winner?
Yeah, it was terrible. Mike, what are your thoughts on? Obviously, we know Wolves. They had Jota, and Liverpool took him. Look how he's been firing for you guys up until he had his injury. People assumed he'd be a massive miss for them, but the likes of Daniel Podence and Pedro Neto have just managed to step up. They both bagged in that game as well. Do you have any thoughts on them?
Yeah, definitely. I think, like what Gunnar alluded to, man, Wolves are a good side. Wolves are a very good side. They're a well-coached team. Nuno, I don't know how to say his second name. What's his second name?
Espirito Santo.
Yeah, that's the one. He's a really good manager. Obviously, they're a well-coached team, and they have an eye for picking up good talent. Jimenez, obviously, these two new wingers that are doing the job now with Neto and Podence. So Wolves are a good team, man. I think when we bought Jota from Wolves, I would say that predominantly, most of what I could see is that the Wolves fans were delighted with how much they got for Jota. Nobody, including myself at the time, I didn't think Jota would hit the ground running like he did. Obviously, we found out that that wasn't the case, and he's a lot better than he'd been playing. But in terms of the Chelsea game, I think I've said this before, and I'll say it again. I am confident that Frank Lampard is living on borrowed time. Like facts, like it's Frank Lampard. If you are trying to compete now, Frank Lampard is backtracking, or the Chelsea fans are backtracking. One of the two. So one of the two things is true here. So either you guys were going to challenge for the title, but all of a sudden you've realised that that's not possible, or the manager is trying to convince the fans that the squad is not good enough. I think the squad is good enough. I do rate your squad. I don't rate your manager. I think that Frank Lampard doesn't know your best team, which is why you see Giroud coming back in. Because if he honestly had belief that Giroud was as good as Giroud is playing right now, he probably wouldn't have spent the money that he had on Havertz and Werner. I don't think so anyway. I don't think so. Because... Sorry, go on.
No, it's fine. No, continue.
Yeah, I was going to say because you've got Tammy Abraham as well. So these players, they need consistent playing time. You can't give a player 1 or 2 games and then take him out. You can't give a player half an hour and expect him to make a world of difference that he could do across 180 minutes of football. So I think Frank Lampard doesn't know the best team. I think the reason he got the job was definitely on the credentials of he's an ex-player and he's loved by the club. But I don't think he is the right man for the job, which is a bigger problem for you guys because when do you call it quits? Do you just settle because he's going to do an okay job just now? Or do you just realise that he's not the right man for the job and get him out of there? I'll give you an example, Prime. In any other league, not usually in the Premier League, but in any other league where you have like a top 2 team, right? Let's say team like Real Madrid, Barcelona, Juve, Bayern Munich. I don't know if you agree with me, but if their manager isn't meeting their expectations quite quickly on a job, even if they won like, an FA Cup type of trophy, they would get sacked. They would get sacked because it's just, they don't have time for time wasters, basically. So that is my opinion. I think Frank Lampard, definitely not the right man for the job. I was surprised that Chelsea got beat. I thought, at the very least, they've got to come away with a draw, at the very least. But obviously, Wolves nicked it in the last minute, which we're going to see plenty of that this season. It's not just going to happen to Chelsea. It's going to happen to a lot of teams where you would think you're going to get something from the game and a counter-attack, and you won't get beat. So,
yeah, but Frank, that's been something I've been saying since he got the job, and that's, yeah, you're saying the backtrack thing. Yeah, there were Chelsea fans saying stuff like, compete. As far as I know, only one Chelsea fan said he'd win the league. That's a monster. But my realistic expectations and stuff was, but obviously you sign a lot of players and there's a lot of gelling in period, and it doesn't help when players, are getting injured and stuff like that. And cool, you don't, I'm not even complaining about that because Liverpool have to go through their injuries and they're still top of the league currently, aren't they? So, but it's in these big games where I want to see something from him tactically, like against Wolves, against Everton. Yes, fine. Ancelotti and Nuno are better managers, more experienced managers, but you should still, with the squad we have, we should still be able to beat them. There's no reason when we have wingers injured and you're still playing a system that requires wingers. For me, I don't really understand that. Because it's all well and good trying to embed in a system, but sometimes you have to be flexible tactically. But again, with Frank,
Pulisic, is it a massive miss?
Yeah, but again, with Frank, to be proven. You say is Frank the guy? Personally, no, I don't think so. But again, I don't. We should still have enough to get into the top four, and then it's with next season. We see, do we continue forward with him and give him a chance to prove it, or do we get a better manager? I think that's it. Really.
I think you have to give him the 3 years. I think they have to give him the 3 years. Huh?
This is his second year, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So next year is you've had your just getting a job, then you've had your starting to get your players in and your sort of the way you want to play. And then next season is about them they have to challenge for the title next season. And we know Abramovich, that's the thing that everybody loves about Abramovich. He's come in and said, I want trophies, and he proves it. He sacks a manager. Like anyone that sacks Jose Mourinho, like that's a serious guy right there, isn't it? So he wants trophies. So if he doesn't get the trophies, he will, like, as much as he loves Lampard, he will get rid of him. I just hope he doesn't get John Terry in to replace him.
Nah, John.
He'll get the job. He'll get the job eventually.
Who? Terry?
Terry, yeah.
The thing is, I think Chelsea's team, I think the squad is good enough to compete for the title. I think they could challenge Liverpool, but again,
manager.
Why give Lampard 3 years when you know that Lampard will not challenge Klopp for a title?
But I don't think it's that simple, though. You know, like honestly, I actually think he can challenge for it, but it's just whether the players believe they can challenge for it. I think that's the issue. Certain managers can get players. Certain managers can get players believing they can challenge for the title. Does Lampard have that? I mean, he's been there, done it. He's won everything, so he should have it in him to. So I think that would be the worrying thing, that the fact that he's been there, done it, and like Prime was saying, there's certain matches where tactically he should be better because he should know how to close out these matches. But at the moment, I think he's doing better. I think he's doing the best out of all the. I said there was 4 guys that shouldn't have got the job that he got: Arteta, Ole, Lampard, and Gerrard. And I feel like maybe Gerrard's doing the best.
Gerrard's flying.
Gerrard's flying.
He's doing it. He's doing it in the BTEC Championship.
He's doing it in a dead league, innit? But Lampard, for me, currently, I would give him the edge and say he's doing the best.
Gunnar, you say that, but yet United are top by like a point, and they have a game in hand.
Yeah, true.
But the thing is, for me, Frank is doing exactly what I expected.
I think Man United is fluke, though. Do you think Man United is more fluke than?
I don't think it's a fluke.
Then, because they're pretty much losing. Obviously, they're coming back, so that shows a mentality there. But I don't feel like I've seen Chelsea go behind in loads of games in a row and then have to come back. They just win the game, innit? And I think that's the difference.
But it's like you can fluke a trophy, but you cannot fluke your league position. The league doesn't lie.
Sure, yeah. I get
enough about this Frank Lampard should get sacked story. Let's look at another manager that should probably get sacked, and a manager who did get sacked. Man City won, West Brom won. What happened?
Yeah, it's complicated. Yeah, I was going to say it's. I don't know what's going on with Manchester City. There's something that's broken in the foundations of Manchester City, and I don't know what it is. I think it's as simple. I think personally, in my opinion, I think it's as simple as Manchester City were not expecting anybody to be able to compete with them when they beat Liverpool to the title. I think they got 98 points and Liverpool got 97 points.
Yeah.
I think Manchester City just thought, you know what, no team will ever come close to us ever again. And the fact that season won the Champions League, and then went on to win the Premier League by a massive gulf, I think it's broken City a little bit. I think City are truly, truly deflated because I can't see what else is potentially wrong with them.
Guardiola.
Is it? Sorry?
Guardiola. For me, it's Guardiola.
Yeah,
My thing is,
go on.
He's a good manager. We all know that.
Yeah,
but who has he managed? Who has he managed? He's managed the best teams in every country with the most money that could do whatever they want. So, like I said, now he's got someone that's actually. I know you have Real Madrid pushing him, but it's not the same as the way Liverpool are pushing currently. Yeah. And you've got Spurs, Man United, Chelsea. So that's 4 or 5 different teams pushing him. He's not had that before. So, like you said, he probably just thought, I'm going to steamroll this. No one's going to push me. The fact that Liverpool's pushed him for 2-3 seasons now, he don't know what to do. He doesn't know where to look now. He doesn't know where to go. And all he can do is throw money at the situation instead of working with what he's got. Yeah, like he's just going to keep throwing money at it. But that's only going to get you so far, isn't it? So, me personally think he's the problem. I think he's coming to the end because he doesn't like losing. So, he'll walk away before they sack him.
Yeah, I think it's. I think it's an uncomfortable truth. The truth is that this Pep is the fault here, because that City squad is incredible when motivated, and obviously the motivation for some reason isn't there. I think that was a shock result, the same as Fulham getting a draw with Liverpool, who could have probably beat Liverpool that day. I think that was a shock result as well. Like, how did Manchester City not win at home? How is that possible? So I don't know what's going on there, but we've got to look at the management first of all, because all the players are fit and healthy. They all know what they're doing. They've won it before. So what's changed? Is it the message in the dressing room? Is it the motivation?
I think he's burnt them out.
What was that?
He's burnt them out. Was Thomas Muller? Once Pep left Bayern, he came out and said, as amazing as Pep is as a manager, he's so intense and relentless that he will burn you out within 2-3 years.
Yeah.
And I think now he's at a point where the players are burnt out and he needs to now try and rejuvenate that squad, which he's never done before. Yeah. He didn't rejuvenate Barcelona. He left just before they burnt out. He left Bayern just before they burnt out. He's been given this 2-year extension. He now has to try and prove that he's good enough. But what about
go on.
West Brom and Bilic? You go to Man City, you get a point, and you get sacked.
Can I say something? This is my point about Frank Lampard, Prime.
Yeah.
This is the exact same point I was making. A team is able to look at a manager and say no, that this is not the manager to take us forward.
Yeah.
Regardless of this is the mistake that Manchester United are making with Ole, right? And we'll get there, but a team is able to look at a manager and say, yeah, I understand you got an amazing result, and if we bring somebody else in, they could have got beat in this game, but we don't care because that's not their philosophy of football is not your philosophy of football is not what we're looking for. And that's what happened in that situation. I think it is tough, unfortunately, that he got an amazing result on the night and then got sacked the day after. I think it's definitely harsh. But I like that the board of West Brom can say, look, we don't care whether you beat Manchester City. What we've seen enough to know that you're not the right man to be at this club, basically.
Yeah, because I think what it is that we're second guessing what their target was for the season. So we don't know what he's gone in there. In his interview, he said, we're going to be 10th. He might. That's what he could have been telling them, and that's what they would have been buzzing off that. And now they're not getting that. They've just said, well, you basically lied to us. They had to get rid of him, and we know what Big Sam's going to do. He's going to keep him up, and then he's going to leave.
But I mean, we'll probably get into this with other managers, but it's like you always hear this thing of, oh, a manager has 3 games to save his job and things like that. But at least with West Brom, they're being proactive instead of reactive. So it's probably better, even though you could say it is a bit.
Yeah, because you need to give him a bit of time, innit, to be honest. Like, if you do it after Christmas and after that transfer window, you're shagged because he's got to work with what's there, innit? At least if you did it now, he's got a couple of weeks to sort of try get some signings in or whatever he wants to do and try and action what he's said that he's going to do now, which is keep them up. You know, they're going to stay up now.
Speaking of Big Sam, Arsenal won, Southampton won, Gabriel gets sent off, Theo Walcott comes back to haunt Arsenal. What the hell is going on, Gunnar?
No one knows, to be honest. Couple things. I'm glad he celebrated because I think that would have just been stupid. You've left, you've gone to Everton, then you've gone to Southampton. I like Theo Walcott when he was at Arsenal. Like, if you go through my tweets, you can see me just bigging him up all the time. But I would say 70% of Arsenal fans didn't like him. So we're complaining now that he's celebrating. That just don't make sense. Like, the uproar of that. Forget that. Well done to Theo for scoring. We know he's got that in him. For Arteta, I'm still Arteta in. Maybe I'm blind, but I'm still Arteta in.
I've been saying this since the start of the season. Yeah. What has Arteta done to warrant all this faith and trust? Because at least with Chelsea, with Lampard, I will question what he does and stuff like that, but like, I'm still somewhat okay giving him a bit of time. But why do you guys just 100% have all the faith and trust in him?
No, because I have faith with whoever my manager is. Obviously, like you can see that he's not the man for you. I can see Arteta is not the man for us to take us forward, but I don't want the guy to lose his job right now. It just, for me, it just wouldn't make no sense because we're not going to get anyone. We're not going to get anyone like noteworthy right now. And at least if you do it to the end of the season, I mean, bearing in mind we haven't been relegated at that time, but I think if you're going to do it, you either do it before the season starts or at the end of the season. Like, I'm just not a fan of sacking people halfway through the season. Like, it's risky. It's just so risky. But who would we get in now?
The first XI says, Big Gunner, have you lot missed out on Big Sam? Well, again, we just talked about West Brom and Mike made a great point.
Yeah.
And like being proactive and everything. Like, if you guys keep persisting with Arteta, is there not a possibility you guys could get relegated? Because if you guys enter the relegation battle, you could go down.
Yeah, you could, and then pissed. But I just don't feel like changing Arteta right now is going to make any difference because I just think the cloud that's over Arsenal right now is just so bad. Like, the things that I will blame Arteta for personally is like what you said about Lampard. Doesn't seem to be any tactics going on. He's got no backbone because if he's honestly telling me that Ozil's not in the team for footballing reasons, then that guy's lost his mind, because if he thinks that Ozil's better than Xhaka at football, that better than El Neni at football, then he's obviously lost his mind. So I feel like they brought him in knowing that this is his first job. He can't really say no to anything. So I think he needs to grow a backbone and say, this is what I want. In terms of the sending offs, like his reaction for Pepe sending off and Xhaka sending off was completely different. Like, I think he should have hammered Xhaka the way he hammered Pepe. Xhaka's done this many times before. He's done it loads of times. So he should have been proper berating him as much as he did with Pepe. So,
but everyone's different. Every player is different. Every person reacts differently to situations. So
no, but he's done it way too many times. And remember, this guy was the captain before. So he's even got a bigger responsibility in my eyes. Maybe not for everyone else, but in my eyes, he's got a bigger responsibility. He's the captain of his country as well, so he's been there before, but he just doesn't learn, and that's the problem for me, that he doesn't learn. So I feel like he should have been berated. Things one was a slight for me a bit. It was silly. The things one the other day, Gabriel's one, it was silly, but I wouldn't. He's at least he's fighting. He's not just doing it just to be stupid. Like, he's actually fighting. So Gabriel's one's a bit different, but I'm Arteta while the season's playing. At the end of the season, come have a conversation with me. I'll probably be saying get rid of him.
But what if you get relegated by then? Before
relegated, you're relegated, isn't it?
Yeah.
Then you're relegated. There's not much you can do, is there?
Mike, please speak on this, because I don't understand it. So if you do, please speak on this, Mike.
Arsenal better not get relegated. Like, just for the sake of everybody involved. It was like yesterday when I came home. I was on my way home from the gym, right? And I seen the Manchester United score at the time, 1-0 to Sheffield United. I was just like, I don't even want to go on Twitter when it's like big teams are losing anymore, because you just see a lot of overreaction. Emotionally, I can't process that much, right? I'm going to be honest. So Arsenal Football Club better not get relegated, because I can't deal with it. I cannot deal with it. I'm a Liverpool fan. I can't deal with Arsenal getting relegated.
Gunnar, all I'll say is this: if you guys get relegated, remove me, block me.
It's
like, you know what, me? You see, the difference with me, is I'm willing to take the L, innit? Like, that's what it is. Like, you support your team no matter what, innit? I'm willing to take the L, like, but I will obviously I'll deactivate for 6 months, 7 months, innit?
You might better relegated.
Listen, none of you got my phone number, innit? So I'm good for now, innit?
It's all right. Someone will find it. Trust me.
I need to block Bobby now, because I know he's got it, boy. So yeah, I'll block him from now.
But speak a bit on Southampton. Hassan Hutel, what they got last season? They got battered. Was it 9-0 or something by Leicester? And since then, I think you look at the form table. Since then, they've been one of the best teams in the league. They're now third on 24 points. Okay, they're 4 behind Liverpool, but like they're a point behind Spurs.
But these are they in a title race? They're not in the title race, but they've got, these are proper managers. For me, these are proper managers, proper coaches. Him and the guy at Wolves. Like, I think it's slightly easier to get a good team when you're the underdog and you've got less money, because you're finding other ways to work with players and you're having to be a bit more bargain basement with what you're finding. But it seems to work more because the players you're getting, they seem to want to play. Like, they want to play. They want to be in the Premiership. I think with some of the bigger teams, when they sign players, the players feel like they're bigger than the clubs that they're signing for sometimes. And I think that's where the issue comes. Like, I love Paul Pogba, but I honestly think Pogba looks at Ole and thinks, why is this guy trying to tell me what to do? Like, so I think, but he's got Southampton playing some really good football. I didn't rate Ward-Prowse, but he's looking like a decent little player there, isn't he? Oh, yeah, I get my missus one every year, man.
These comments are finishing me, man.
Marks and Spencers and that.
Buy one, get one free. That's hilarious. You man are too funny. Where were we? Southampton, man. Yeah. Southampton are a good team. Are they in a title race? Probably not, to be honest. But these are the teams that the likes of United, Chelsea, Liverpool, Tottenham, who else have I not mentioned? I was going to say Arsenal, but Arsenal aren't really there. These are the teams that we need to be taking 3 points from at home, at the very least. Away from home, it's a different story, but you can't afford to be dropping points against teams like Southampton if you want to make top 4 or win the league. So it makes a huge difference, like, you know, when you play the likes of Wolves and Leicester. So if you want to finish in the top 4 or you want to win the league, you need to be beating these teams. And Southampton are going to give any good footballing side a go because they're coached well, and they know how to play football. They've got a good team. They've also got Ings, who's an assassin as well in front of goal.
It's just that pace up top, isn't it?
Was that?
The pace up top.
Yeah, Southampton are a good team basically.
Yeah.
They've got good. So, I mean, if you go to Southampton and you're not prepared, if you're not switched on, they'll beat you. They will beat you because they know how to play football and they know how to get a point. So you will never get teams like Southampton on an off day. You have to be.
Speaking of good footballing teams that we should be beating, but they're doing well this season. Leicester 0, Everton 2.
Sorry, who? Leicester
0, Everton 2.
Yeah.
Charlton and Holgate with the 2 goals. I mean, Everton started well, right? They beat Spurs first game of the season. Everyone was like, "Oh, they're in a title race." Then they faded off with a few injuries. They beat Chelsea. Now they've beaten Leicester.
They haven't got a title race team though. They haven't got.
I'm not even saying they're in a title race anymore.
Okay.
They are a good team. They're back on form.
Yeah.
Gunnar, are you scared?
Prime.
Yeah, of course I'm scared, mate. Like, once you've got someone like Ancelotti, and he's brought in some good players this year. The fact that James has gone to Everton, that's a big side, to be fair. So yeah, obviously I'm worried, man. Like, they're gonna finish. I think they'll finish 5th. I think they'll get 5th, to be fair. Don't think they'll get top 4 though.
Everton 5th. Yeah, I mean, my predictions start of the season, I put them in 5th. Just based on Ancelotti. I know how serious he is as a manager. Mike, what was it?
The thing on Everton, Leicester, Southampton. Who else are the teams like kind of in and around those clubs? Wolves.
Villa this season.
West Ham maybe.
It's just that none of them have world-class players.
No, that's not. I don't think that's the thing. I think the difference between these teams and the top 4, unfortunately, is consistency. Yeah. Leicester, obviously, if you seen that you had Leicester in a fixture, you would be panicking a little bit. You wouldn't. I wouldn't look at a Leicester fixture and be 100% confident. I wouldn't, unless we were at home, of course. But if we were to go to Leicester, I would think this could be a tough game.
You don't know what's going to turn up though. That's
yeah. So
we just know Vardy's always going to score.
The difference between these teams and top 4 is the consistency. So teams like Everton, not consistent. Again, we've seen that nice and early in the season. They had a flyer, started off well, then dropped off all of a sudden. Leicester looks like, they started off well, beat City, had a bit of momentum going, and then dropped off and losing points at home to Everton as well. So, yeah, I think it's just a consistency thing, man. I don't think... I
think it's the lack of having world-class players, though. Like, consistency comes. Obviously, there are teams that are consistent and they just give you a 7 or 8 every week. But to truly be like, as you guys, all of you in the top 4 right now, Tottenham, even Spurs, Chelsea, whoever, you've all got at least 1 or 2 genuine world-class players, and I think that carries you over the line.
You say that. We're 13 games in, hitting the Christmas period. Liverpool, Spurs, fine. You expect them to be in the top 4. Yeah. Southampton are 3rd on 24 points. Leicester are 4th on 24. Everton are 5th on 23. Yeah. United 6th on 23. Chelsea 7th on 22. City are 9th with 20.
I think the top 4 will actually be you two, Chelsea, Liverpool, Spurs, and I actually think Man United are going to get top 4. I think that's going to be the top 4 this year.
Interesting. I think Southampton will make the top 4.
You think so?
I think Liverpool will win the league, so that leaves 2 more spaces for who?
Tottenham have to be runners up. If Tottenham don't finish runners up, then I feel in the position that they're in now, it would have probably been a bad season. At the start of the season, they would have taken top 4. But in the position now, I don't think Mourinho will be happy if they don't finish second.
Yeah. and I don't think Tottenham will make top four. I remember last season when everybody was saying, "Oh, Liverpool going to lose the title to Leicester." Leicester didn't even make top four, fam.
Yeah, but a lot of Leicester falling away is due to injuries they had.
Oh, so injuries do matter to where you finish. Interesting.
I think last season was just weird anyway. Like teams were just throwing it away when they had it. Like Leicester should have finished fourth, but they bottled it in. They really, yeah. I can't stop them finishing in top four.
Well, guess we'll see how games go. I mean, Leeds Newcastle 5-2. Leeds battered Newcastle near the end. Anyone have any quick thoughts on that game?
Nope.
Yeah, I actually watched that game, and Newcastle should have had a penalty as well, to be honest. But Brucey just again, man, he's just like, I don't even know. Like, is he just lucky that he played for Man United, and is this why he keeps getting jobs? Like, some of these managers just get jobs, and we don't know how they're getting jobs. Like, how does he get a job? Like, has he ever won anything? Like, he's
Bobz, don't worry about it. Come on, Bobz. Why is the Bobz, man?
Yeah, where is Bob? Oh, he says
His
ill.
son is sick at the moment.
That's what my mom is. That's why she's still sleeping, mate. She's been taking pictures.
Speaking, I mean, Fulham Brighton was 0-0. Don't really need to talk about that, do we? Liverpool Spurs, Mike 2-1.
What a game! What a game of football! What a game of football! Honestly, that watching that game of football, like I was so unsettled, so unsettled. Like I fear Tottenham so much. Like I fear Tottenham Football Club so much. I think Son and Kane are two of the world's best players at the moment. They, on their day, they're unplayable. But the thing that makes me more relieved, and I'm still getting used to this, is that Liverpool are, and I'm not exaggerating this, are, you know when, like, is it like an unstoppable force meets an irremovable object? That's Liverpool. Like, when Liverpool decide that they are going to play football, I don't know how Klopp has done it, but when they decide that they are going to play football, you cannot breathe. You will not breathe on a pitch for 90 minutes. And it does mean that if you're going to beat a Liverpool side, you cannot afford to have a near opportunity. Like every opportunity you get has to be a goal. Every single one. And that just sums up Liverpool. That's Liverpool on their best day. Now, for some reason, I was on Sonny's channel, and another Liverpool fan was saying this, and I didn't realize, to be honest. So this is not my thought; it's somebody else who said this, and I won't take credit. But he said that Liverpool had been playing within themselves to avoid injuries for a long time now, which makes sense because of the frequency at which our players were going down. So, yeah, I don't think Liverpool have been Liverpool for a good few weeks, potentially months, because nobody wants to get injured. We don't have the squad depth anymore. But on Wednesday night, my God, I have never seen us play much better football than since watching the Barcelona game. As my opinion on the Tottenham game, I don't think Tottenham were unlucky. Like I said, if Tottenham wanted to beat Liverpool, you need to take your opportunities. Like you cannot come to Anfield and say we were unlucky. No, you got opportunities because yes, you're playing a makeshift defense, which is fine. We don't care. But if you beat us because you took your opportunities, fair enough. But you didn't take your opportunities and we took ours. So that's how the story of the game went. Nobody's going to remember the opportunities that Tottenham had at the end of the day. They're going to remember the ones that Liverpool took. And I've always said this, if Liverpool were to take all their chances, if we were to score all our opportunities, because we get a lot of chances a game, Yeah, you would be looking at Liverpool scoring at least 10 to 15 goals a game, at least. And I'm not waffling. I'm not waffling. That's a fact. Like, how many opportunities did Salah have? How many did Mane have? How many did Firmino have? I can count at least one clear one that Mane had. I can count a clear two that Firmino had, and I can count a clear three that Salah had. So
I think you're calling them clear because of how good your team is, but for the rest of us, I probably wouldn't have called them clear cut chances. Like,
well,
Harry Kane was, for me, Harry Kane was clear cut chance. That was a clear cut chance. But you're calling them clear cut chances because you're Liverpool. But to the rest of us, I don't know, they were clear cut chances. Not like Harry Kane header.
All right, so I'll give you an example for one. The Mane crossbar, that was a clear chance. Mane is not informed at the moment. He's not informed, so
that's what I'm saying. It's a clear chance for him, but any other player, most other players in the Premiership, one, they're not even getting in that position, and two, they're probably not scoring from the angle and everything that was against him. Like,
Bobz,
you say man needs a trim there, or the haircut this weekend. Yeah.
This man was sat there listening to Liverpool being top of the league. He's like, I can't take it anymore. Yes, my bro.
Big up to the panel. Big up, man. Them. Yeah. Nah, bro. I can't have you say about Liverpool when they want to play football. You can't handle them. Shut your mouth. Listen, yeah. You, man, your manager, cookie crumbles, bro. Your manager was crying to the Premier League, yeah. Your manager was sending for broadcasters, bro. Man was sending for mic men, sending for the broadcasters, trying to be like, all right, let's have it. Bro, do you know what, yeah? I'm not gonna slate Liverpool any more than they deserve to because I still think they're shit. But Tottenham were woeful. Tottenham, when I say Tottenham woeful, you give those chances to Tottenham, Liverpool score them. That is the difference. Okay? Do you get what I'm trying to say? Yeah.
Like, I watched the game again. I watched it again the very next day, like in the morning when like I stopped listening to Mike singing and like stopped taking in what everybody else was saying. I just watched it again by myself, and the game went exactly how both managers set out to play. Like, that was exactly what they wanted to happen. But like you're saying, the difference is if Salah had Kane's chances or Bergwijn's chances, he probably scores them. Like, maybe not the header, but you know, Bergwijn, when he had the two chances, Liverpool put those in the back of the net. And yeah, that is the difference, isn't it? But I think the game went exactly how both managers expected the game to play. I don't even think Mourinho at any stage was really nervous. Like,
right, where you chop, man?
Like, I don't think he was nervous. Like, I think that game went exactly how both managers wanted it to go. Apart from Mourinho, I honestly think he thought he was going to win that game. Like, in my heart,
should have though.
Like, he thought he'd done it. That's why his comments after the game weren't crazy. Like, I don't think they're crazy because in his mind, his team were the better team because that's exactly how he wanted them to play. Like, it was just unfortunate that his forwards didn't bang the chances.
Who's Brazzy?
I don't know, but Brazzy says Liverpool's away form will cost them the title. They have won all of their home games extremely well, but only one away.
I don't know.
Brazzy, can you tell us who you think will win the league, please? Thank you.
How can you say Southampton are going to be in the top four? You're drunk.
It's just my opinion, Bobby. I think.
No. I know you, so you're drunk. That's Southampton. A whole Southampton.
I think you're rattled because if Southampton make it, it almost means that you believe that Manchester United will not make it.
You're drunk. That's what's wrong with you. You're drunk. It's Friday. You've clocked off work, right? Friday afternoon. You're just drinking. Bro, Southampton, listen, after February, okay, order will be restored. That's all I'm going to say to you, yeah? Liverpool, Man United, probably Chelsea, and Tottenham will find their feet, and I think that's the top four for you. But I don't know who's going to win it, but it's definitely not going to be Liverpool. 100%.
Bobz said order will be restored. I swear Arsenal fans have been saying that for the last month. But anyway, West Ham, Crystal Palace, 1-1. Sebastian Haller scores a phenomenal goal. Benteke scores as well. He seems to be on form, but yeah, he got sent off. So thoughts on that game?
He obviously scored, yeah, and I thought, fuck, I've got plans, man. Gaffer's probably gonna have to pick me again, innit? Let me get sent off real quick. I just think. Do you know what? Yeah, Roy Hodgson should be self-isolated, man. Like, I don't know what the FA are doing for this guy, man. They need to protect him. Real talk, but not look. You know, he seems to always do well with Crystal Palace, don't they? You know, tell me. When the Surfer is sharp with it, boy. He's sharp with it.
The jumper, fam. What's the attention on the jumper?
No, it's because I always wear a white hoodie.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, Brazzy's back, by the way.
This hoodie belongs to Jordan as well, by the way.
Tottenham won the league because they have Jose.
Jordan's hoodie.
You're a thief. Do you know? You're a thief. Tottenham win the league. Listen, I think. Look, do you know what? Yeah, on another day, Tottenham beat Liverpool 4-1. If I'm honest with you,
on another day, Liverpool win 10-0. Like, it don't make no difference.
If you look at the chances in the actual game, Tottenham's were more clear-cut chances.
No, the thing
than
is,
Liverpool.
you know what? I think the thing, yeah, with Burnwine, that they
fucking hate Liverpool.
They were just looking for a reason to slate him because, like, he made his chances. They weren't clear cut in front of the goal scoring chances. Like, his chance was on the same level as Mane's in my eye. Like, they made that chance for themselves. They got in. It can go either way. Harry Kane's one, he should be scoring because he's Harry Kane. He's world class. He should be scoring. But other than that, like, I can't remember. Like, was there another clear-cut chance that I missed? Like,
Bergwijn had two one-on-ones that he should bag.
From an angle.
Bro, come on. Any right footer, that's what you're wanting, bro.
Nah,
do you know what I mean?
He hasn't got him like that, though, man.
Do you know what I mean? No, I just think that, in my opinion, I think Tottenham had enough clear chances to win the game. Harry Kane should be scoring a header from 5-6 yards out. The Mane one, I mean, I don't think that's a clear-cut chance, personally. Excuse me. I just think if Tottenham took all the chances, they won the game. That's the thing. But no, fuck Liverpool, man. Seriously, the Klopp was complaining. Now everyone wants to be like, oh, we're going to win the league. Fuck off. That's not directly to Michael, by the way. Sonny as well, if he's listening. Oh, it's Friday. I'm sending for every man. Do you get me?
The only reason why you think you can speak with chest like this is because Man United beat bottom of the table, Sheffield United.
Prime, it's hilarious because Bobby's trying to be relevant right now. Right? His team are irrelevant. His opinion on Liverpool is irrelevant. Liverpool are the best team in the league. On another day, Tottenham would have got beat even worse than they did. Tottenham didn't have a sniff in the first half, minus Son's appearance. And yeah, Harry Kane is a bottle job. Harry Kane is a bottle job. End of discussion. Goodbye.
Okay.
Is Bobby in trouble? Man do running now.
He probably has a family to attend to. Yeah. Sheffield, he'll probably come back in, but Sheffield United 2, Man United 3. I heard Man United, I watched the game myself, Man United fans getting gassed on the timeline. Pogba puts 2 Sheffield United players who are bottom of the table anyway, only got 1 point in a split. Nice little through ball. Rashford scores, Martial scores.
I got a theory about that Pogba pass. Yeah, like I play football. Yeah, I'm like just a dead Sunday league footballer. Yeah, what would you? Yeah, what Pogba done? Hit the ball into space. My man found he found a piece of space here and hit the ball into space. Didn't it? Wan-Bissaka or Martial was getting there, innit? Like either of those two would get. Or was he trying to come with a white hoodie? Matty. Either of those two were getting there. Like I don't think he played that for Martial. That's my fault. Bobz, what you got?
You don't think he meant that ball, Bobz?
Got us.
Bobz, you're a baller. You know you hit the space.
You muted yourself again.
Yo, What do you mean he never meant that pass? Can I stop smoking crack, bro?
Bobz,
We got one drug addict, yeah? We got a fucking Irish leprechaun. Shut your mouth, the lot of you, yeah? Listen, Pogba haters, come outside, yeah? Bring everything. Bring your hoodie, bring your trainers, bring everything. Come outside, let's have a chat to you.
Bobz. Sheffield United are bottom of the table.
Fuck Sheffield United, bro. They got dealt with, bro. 3 goals, 3 points. We moved.
But I expect Pogba to do that. It's bottom of the table. I expect Pogba to do that.
So what's the problem? He done it. We moved. You lot witnessed brilliance. That's all you witnessed.
Henderson.
What are you saying, brother?
Or did Henderson still play for Sheffield United?
Listen. The English Kepa needs to just remind himself, yeah? He just needs to humble himself real quick, yeah?
English
this ain't
Kepa,
training, bro. This ain't Sheffield United training ground, you know. This is Man United.
English Kepa. Are you talking about Henderson or Ramsdale? Because people were
the thing for me, the thing for me, yeah. I honestly think what he done wasn't a coaching issue. I think it was, believe it or not, I think he was just nervous personally. His booker, I went back in time. I just think he was just nervous, personally. I think he was nervous. And do you know the thing is, yeah, for some reason, we always make mistakes, Man United. You know, so, I mean, it is what it is. But look, you know, it's one of those games where we just have to win and just get out of there. Simple. Yeah. You know, and Pogba put on do you see the turn? Certain French man called Zidane used to do that. You know what I mean? Listen, the turn, if Pogba doesn't do that, we don't score that goal. Come outside, bro. I got the time. Listen.
Yeah, but even if Pogba doesn't do that, I still expect you to beat Sheffield United.
Yeah, we're always going to beat Sheffield United. Look, this is what I was saying about on Sonny's channel. Prime, I know what you're doing, yeah. I'm triggered, bro. Let's go. We can do this, bro. I know what you're trying to do, bro. I know what you're trying to do. But listen, the funny thing is about this is the difference between Tottenham. I can't even say Chelsea, but this is the difference between a team that are cutthroat. You know, you'd expect a well-drilled team to go to Sheffield United and beat them professional formats, get 3-4 goals and leave. Unfortunately, with my club, yeah, we seem to be like, do you know what, lads, go on, just you get a goal first, and then we'll start playing later on. And that's unfortunately what we need to do. It's not sustainable. We've seen that. That's why we're out of the Champions League. However, throughout the season, we win our next game, we're second. We're in the conversation. Listen, certain clubs are grinning about our performance, yeah, but certain clubs need to make sure they get 40 points to stay up. Do you know what I'm trying to say to you?
Wait. Let me tackle this. We are second FC, only just beat West Brom.
Shut your mouth! Why? You're an undercover Man United fan. Listen, the way you keep talking about United are finished. They're finished. Shut up, bro. Listen, we're in the conversation. No one wins the league in flipping December.
Listen. This is perfect. You know why this is perfect? Because it won't be less than. You won't make it through Christmas without singing Ollie Out again. Trust me.
No, listen. This is no. Let's not get twisted. Prime, back me up. I've never once said Ollie out. I've never once said Ollie in. I've said back your club.
You will.
Look. We're all football men here. Ollie's not good enough for the job. Obviously, that's obvious. It's a fact. However, he's not going to get sacked.
United, by the way.
Huh?
Leeds are going to beat Manchester United.
You need to shut up with your prediction.
No, you will.
It's not happening.
Okay.
We'll beat them.
Okay.
Perfect. Cool. We move. Prime. Next subject.
Well, I just want to take a look at a few of the games coming up this weekend. Palace, Liverpool.
Oof, tough game.
What, tough game for Liverpool? Potential banana skin.
It is, mate.
Palace is a hard fixture, and I think the annoyance of Palace is that you don't know what you're going to get. If Zaha and Eze turn up, you know you're going to be in for a ride. But on paper, Liverpool should beat them, but on paper, games aren't played. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. To be honest, we'll see what injuries Klopp moans about in his press conference. We'll see if he wants to attack a broadcaster again. You know, we'll see. But he gets protected all the time, doesn't he? You know.
Does he?
So we'll see. We'll see, Prime. But for me, look, hold tight. What's his name? The boy that should be self-isolating. What's his name? Hudson, man, they need to let Hudson just stay at home with the wife, man. Real talk, man. Do you know what I mean? Tell him to do what David Moyes done via Skype or something. Do you know what I mean? Help the NHS, bro.
Speaking of which, Southampton, Man City at St. Mary's.
City are dropping points.
Can City get battered in this game?
I don't think they'll get battered. I think Hasenhüttl, won't go toe to toe with them, but the way they play it will be uncomfortable for City. And listen, anyway, from 20, 25 yards out, we know the English Milky Way boys hitting postage stamp top bins. So, is he a Chelsea fan?
Lampard is not tactically where he needs to be to manage this many balls. Eric Ten Hag ASAP. This squad is built for him. I don't know about that.
This guy's probably a Spurs fan. I don't want Ten Hag. I don't think he's.
Are you a Chelsea fan, Brazzy? Is he a Chelsea fan?
I don't know. But let us know.
No,
because your manager's a fraud right now, Lampard. Oh, anyway, make sure you check out Fraud Watch at 10 o'clock because I got receipts and I got stats. And I'm going to tell on this guy. Trust me.
Bob, just know I'm in control of it. So if you say anything I don't like, you're getting removed. Anyway, right, Everton Arsenal. Speaking of a big team gonna batter a fraud. Gunnar, what do you think?
You know what? I actually think we're going to win. I think we'll get a result. Yeah, I think we'll get a result.
Where's this confidence coming from, Gunnar?
Look at the grey hair.
Grey hair.
Gunnar's out here trying to get a date, boy. See the way he's just like, hey, ladies, they call me cool Gunnar. Hey.
Ladies, you know he's loyal, yeah? He still supports Arsenal during these times. You know he's loyal.
Black men don't cheat.
We'll get a result, man. 2-1, innit? 2-1. Mark Morris. 2-1.
Do you think so? 2-1?
Yeah.
Are you at home?
No, we're away.
Good as in Paris.
Nah, bro, you're not winning 2-1. I'm sorry. You're not winning 2-1. Gunnar. No. You see what I'm doing, man?
Listen, I'm getting a fresh trim today, yeah? Listen, I'm getting a fresh trim today. I'm going to come back and say it on my chest a bit later, innit? Like, when I get my...
I want Arsenal to beat Everton.
Right now, I can't.
Nah, bro. I want Arsenal to get relegated, bro.
Nah, but Bobz, here's the thing. I want Arsenal fans to get gassed. Because we played them Boxing Day. I need them to get gassed for that game.
No, the thing is, but look, why are we even... I know, respect to Arsenal because they're currently a Premier League club. I get that. But listen, you guys right now, Gunnar, you're my boy, innit? But, bro, your team's it's not even a joke anymore.
Like, to be fair, like, United are the biggest frauds in the league. Like, if we're gonna be honest.
Wait a minute. Sorry. How are we the biggest frauds? Sorry.
You're scraping. You lot are celebrating when you're scraping against these teams. Like, at least I'll just take the L in it. Like, my team's getting it. I'll take the L like that. But you're not willing to take the L. That you're flukily beating these teams. Like, you're just about scraping past the team at the bottom of the league. I'll just take the L when we lose, innit? Like, you just gotta be a man, Bobby. Like, take it. Your team.
You should be happy, bro. We beat your relegation rivals.
But then you lost to us. So what does that say about you, lot?
But what does that mean, though? Where are you? Where are we now?
But you're frauds. That's what I'm saying. That's all you know. That you're frauds. That's it, Bobby.
Okay. If we're frauds, yeah. Okay, we're frauds.
I've already taken the L, so you have nothing to say. I've already taken the L, so it's alright. Like, you can't say anything.
No, you're not defending this, bro. You're not defending this.
How can you say we're frauds with a game in hand?
What's that?
Frauds with a game in hand, bro. What's this? United got Leeds next. Where are we? Now, look, I hope Arsenal get beat. I want Arsenal to continue and getting beat every game. And you know, when it comes to March, April, yeah, squeaky bum time, watch them, man, try and negotiate a deal for Sam Allardyce at West Brom. Right? They'll be like, Sam, we'll give you everything, the kitchen sink, everything, key to North London. Come and save us. And watch him say, no. Trust me. Look, Arsenal are done out here.
Okay, all banter aside.
No, I'm being serious. I'm not even trolling them.
No, I know. Listen, Bobz, I agree with you, but I do have to.
Everton away. That's your club, bro. Everton away. Everyone, bro.
Allow it, big man. I still have to play the other side, yeah? When you're going through a bad run of form, sometimes you just have to end it. I know they didn't beat Southampton. However, a point means that they're not losing anymore. So it's something. They've now scored. They've ended this run of not scoring in 700,000 hours or whatever it is. Mm-hmm. So it could mean something.
No, because do you know what? Yeah, the one thing, Harry Redknapp wouldn't take that job, mate, because they're a shambles. Do you know what I mean? Harry Redknapp wouldn't take that job. He's a shambles. The thing about Arsenal, yeah, look, you look, even about 7, you'd be lucky if you got 5. Look, yeah, the thing for me, yeah, they will make it. Look, what football club make a music video for a player? What football club have this long antennas eyes? Do you know what I mean? Take your time with it. Like, what is that? Shut up, man. Like, literally, your club is dead. Okay, your manager is dead. The way you play football is dead. Listen, about putting banners up, you need to start putting up crosses up for RIP, man. Get the tombstones out, boys. Do you know what I mean? They're going down.
The way Bobby's come on this live, he's talking like United have actually done something this season. But
listen, we've done nothing.
Crashed out of Europe.
Listen, we've done nothing, yeah? Listen, we've done nothing. However,
you've done nothing. You've done nothing. You've done nothing.
If we win our game in hand, we're second. Do you know what I mean?
We're second FC. That's what Manchester United are called now.
Shut up, because you beat Spurs. That's why you're making noise. Shut up. We're lucky against Spurs.
You realise how he said if big boy Man United, you know.
I don't know who the game in hand is, because I don't think it's Leeds. So I don't know who the actual game in hand is. Do you know what I mean? But it doesn't matter.
Aston Villa.
Well, tough game. There you go.
Tough game. Tough game.
Pardon?
Banana skin, tough game.
Yeah, but it's all right. We shall overcome.
No, you won't.
Yeah, we will. You see, 10 away wins, bro. Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it.
Take your time.
A lot of this banter against us
when we start talking about Arsenal.
Vegas Gunner says a lot of this banter against Arsenal is deserved because some of our fans are delusional. Exactly. I've been saying this on the terrace for the past week. You all deserve this.
The thing is, yeah, like, do you know what the funny thing about Arsenal is that hold tight Troops, yeah, but Troops tweeted, Man United will finish above, it's Burnley, not Villa. Well, there you go. Troops tweeted that Arsenal will finish above Man United and Chelsea or something like that. Save this tweet. But there was no evidence of that. Do you know, like, I've been saying this, I said Arteta is a better coach, yeah, but Arsenal have dead players. How can you think by party and that's your midfield sorted? Do you know what I mean?
I started, yeah. Continue, sorry.
Bro, we're top of the Liverpool are the best team on the planet. We're the best.
Sorry? Liverpool what?
There's no shade that should be thrown at Liverpool. We are not on socials to be bantered. We are not on socials to be bantered. We are the best team in the world. In the world, bro.
Sorry?
In the world.
No, wait. I thought you said in the world. What?
Who's better than us?
Bayern Munich, bro.
Everybody loves saying Bayern Munich.
Yeah, but Bobz, they won a treble, so it's not Bayern Munich, it's Bayern Munich.
Bayern Munich. Bro, last time we played Bayern Munich, we spanked them. Tell them not to come outside.
When did you last play Bayern Munich?
2019.
Shut your mouth then! 2020. Shut your mouth.
Yeah,
Shut your mouth. Bayern Munich won a treble.
Nobody cares about trebles, bro. It's overrated.
Shut up.
Arteta's Stockholm syndrome.
Oh, we're not Surfer. You're bad for that. Oh my goodness. No, Liverpool are not the best team in the world, man.
We're the best team in the world, bro.
Respect yourself.
No, we're the best team in the world. That's facts.
You're not the best team in the world.
Yes, we are.
You're not the best team in the world.
Yes, we are.
You're not.
Yeah,
Bayern gets Farmers League tax.
Sorry, didn't they go a whole Champions League without losing the game? That's Europe, mate.
Is that not?
Bayern Munich basically said, all the best teams in Europe, come forward. Chop.
Everybody in Europe is good till they play Liverpool.
You're crazy. So Atletico Madrid that knocked you out, yeah? What going for them then?
Come on, the Adrian they go that day. Yeah? Don't remind me, man.
Adria.
Unseasoned. Well, I mean, there's no reason with that, to be honest. I don't see Liverpool winning a real treble either, personally. Well, we've won it.
Oh, you won.
A real treble.
Stop living in the past, Bobby, man.
I'm not living in the past. I'm going by what the man said. Unseasoned said stay winning Super Cups and World Championships.
I'll take whatever we can get, bro. Honestly, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna keep dominating the Premier League as well.
How do you dominate the Premier League? You ain't dominating.
It's your first title. Dominate the Premier League.
About dominate. Do it back to back, bro. Or even do a three-peat. About dominating the Premier League.
You man are rattled.
Get some water, bro.
You man are rattled, innit?
No. I just hate Liverpool, man.
I know.
I don't hate Liverpool. It's just the fans.
No. Do you know? I don't hate Liverpool. I just hate the fact Mike likes Liverpool. That's
only fans. Prime. Just tweet only fans.
Nah, never mind. Nah, remove that. Nah.
Yes, boys. What's next on the agenda, man?
Spurs, Leicester.
That's a tough game.
Tough game, but I think Spurs just edge it.
Tough game because obviously both teams are just coming off a defeat. So both teams want to get back on the winning horse. I would be happy if both teams would settle for a point, to be honest. Ideally from the rivals fans' point of view. But who's at home, who's away?
It's at whatever Spurs' new stadium's called.
So they can get they'll be allowed fans in, no?
I assume so. Actually, maybe not, because tier 3.
Tier 3, yeah, maybe not.
Sonny, brother. Listen. I'm not jealous about nothing, mate. Listen, when you guys won the league, I said to Michael, well done.
All right,
well done.
Sonny, if you want to come on, yeah, DM me.
Come on, Sonny, because I got the time, bro. If you want to hold the smoke, let's go. But listen, I'm not jealous about Liverpool. Simple as that. Look what Liverpool have done. They won the league. And what? Go dominate English football. Go do something. You lot. Do you know what I think it's funny about Liverpool, yeah? Do you remember when they were going to win the league? Then they were going to win the quadruple. And then they got knocked out of the League Cup. Then they were going to win the treble. Got knocked out of the FA Cup. They were going to do the double. Got knocked out of Champions League with Adrian and friends. What happened? You won the league.
Well, listen, the truth is that I don't think many Liverpool fans were calling for trebles, doubles, whatever. It will definitely be nice to have, but we weren't singing about winning either one of those things. For me, the priority was always the Premier League. Even now, with COVID, I wouldn't say that I would want Liverpool to challenge on two fronts of the Champions League and the Premier League. I would much rather win the Premier League than go for 2 trophies this season. I think it's going to be tough mentally, physically, for any team to try to win 2 trophies this season, just because of the way football is at the moment. Quick succession of games, COVID, injuries. So I think it'd be extremely difficult. If you were to ask me what I would want again, definitely the Premier League. I don't care. Like, honestly, I would much rather Liverpool dropped out of the Champions League ASAP. Like, this is why...
To retain the league.
Yeah, to retain the league. Yeah, 100%. But this is just me, though. This is just me.
No, yeah, I know.
I don't think that it would be wise for, given how compact the season is, minus the lack of preseason, how can people compete for 2-3 trophies in this season? I just don't see how squad's going to be able to achieve it. If you can, great. But do I think it's the most sensible thing to do, especially with how tight the league is this season? Definitely not. So, in my opinion, yeah, I wouldn't mind Liverpool get beat across 2 legs and then, focus on the Premier League. But that's just me. Other fans may...
But you know what's going to happen if that happens, though?
Yeah, rival fans are going to come out and start saying that Liverpool are crap, blah, 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 blah. But
I wouldn't say they're crap. Look, any football fan will know Liverpool are not crap. I think that's very obvious. I think that what you're saying makes sense because obviously you want to dominate the league. And what people seem to forget that, like, people used to always say, old school used to say, like, the bread and butter domestically always try and dominate that. Europe's been tough. It's always been tough to win it, especially back to back. That's why I think you've got to appreciate managers like Zidane that done it 3 in a row. However, the English Premier League, like you said, right now it's a lottery right now, you know. And I said this to Prime. I said that the teams, anyone can win it this season because of the consistency and the way everyone's dropping points. And I dare say it, the small teams like Leicester, Southampton and that are gaining ground. They're also playing better football than some of these big clubs. Let's be honest, you know. And look at Brighton, for example. I know they got beat, but my point is that like Brighton don't have world-class players, but they play great football that we want our clubs to play. Do you know what I mean? So I think personally, man, as long as Man United are in the conversation and we're in all the cups, man, we move, bro. Seriously, that's for me. As long as we're in the conversation.
Is it not more important to, or is it not more impressive to win multiple trophies? So if you win the Premier League and you win, say, the FA Cup with it.
No, of course, Prime, of course it is. But
every big club wants to win every trophy, bro. That's it. You need to have a. That's why, like the losers, like Tottenham, losers like Arsenal, losers like Leicester, they get called bottle merchants, and I call them losers because they don't win anything. Okay, Arteta won the FA Cup. Clap for yourself, bro. Arsenal go on that. It's your trophy. Well done. You know what I mean? Clap for yourself. Look at you now, scum. Anyway, but my point is that like you do want to win loads of trophies. However, like squads right now are not prepared for that.
No,
and squads aren't prepared for that. And I have to admit, the mentality is completely different now. It's no longer we're gonna win the trophy. It's we're gonna win the next game. That's it. Like it's all game by game. Back in the day, Prime, remember Prime Jose would be like, we have to get to the semis or we have to be in the final. But now the mentality's changed now, you know? 100%. Sorry, Mike, to cut you out.
Nah, definitely, bro. I completely agree with what you just said, man. I think, yeah, Prime it is.
Can someone clip that? Mike the City just agreed with what I just said.
It is impressive. It's more impressive if you win 2 or 3 trophies in the season, Prime, but I don't think squads are going to be able to achieve that. And if you do, even more impressive if you can win 2 or 3 trophies a season. But in my opinion, I mean, we've obviously lost a few key figures in the club multiple times this season. One has suffered a very serious injury for a long period of time.
Who's that? Who?
Huh?
Who?
Van Dijk.
Oh my god.
All right. Anyway, moving on. But,
Maguire's better than him, but continue.
Yeah. So basically,
who told you that?
What I'm trying to say is, I don't think most Liverpool fans, I think, will settle for having a key trophy this season. Now, whether it's the league, which is a complete lottery at the moment, or the UCL, so either one of those trophies. But if you ask me, can any team successfully win their domestic league and take the Champions League? You're talking about a really, really good coach team, lucky with injuries, and all-round solid performance. So I don't think it's possible, but it remains to be seen, bro. I don't know. I definitely don't think it's possible. I would settle for one, and my favourite one would be retaining the Premier League.
By the way, shout out Winter Surfer, man. Seriously.
Tell me my bike, please.
So next game. Yeah, we said Tottenham Leicester, didn't we? United Leeds. That's a derby, isn't it? A rivalry game.
It's a derby game.
It's a scumbag derby game, man.
I think Leeds are an awkward team to play, man. Like Leeds are going to give a lot of teams headaches this season, and they did. They gave Chelsea a headache. What was the score when you guys played them? Did you guys not beat them well though?
Yeah, we beat them 3-1, I think.
Yeah, you guys beat them well, but they did start off like very fiery.
Yes.
This is the thing. Leeds are a passionate team, and they will go to United knowing it's a derby, motivated, and knowing that they could probably beat United. And this is where I fear for United. Not fear, but just I would expect Leeds to come away with something from that game. I don't think Manchester United, at the moment, I don't think they have what it takes to beat a team like Leeds. I could be wrong, obviously, because Manchester United are penalty merchants and will definitely get 1 or 2 penalties that will make them win the game in the last minute. But in my opinion, I think Leeds are motivated. I think they're awkward. Like, Leeds will sacrifice going on the all-out attack for defending. And because Manchester United are a very, very good counter-attacking footballing team, I think that's where the strengths they will play to. However, Leeds create a lot of opportunities a game. And United's defense is very, very, very suspect. Like, that Maguire man should be on fraud watch 24/7. So I think he will get bamboozled, and I think Leeds may go 2 or 3 goals up before Manchester United know it. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I look at United, and they don't really not have to deal with a press. You look at that RB Salzburg game, and they went like, was it 1-0, 2-0 up within the first 20 minutes? Leeds, when we played them, their press within the first 20, 25 minutes is so amazing, but you have to get through that period because that's when they scored against us. If United don't get through that and Leeds are 2-0 up within the first 20 minutes or so, I think it's game over.
You man are acting like Leeds don't concede goals,
They do, but United concede goals.
Listen, all I'm going to say is this, I think Leeds play into our hands. Leeds are going to want to have possession. They're going to want to attack. Brilliant. We're going to have Scott McTominay. We're going to have Fred there. We're going to probably play the 4-2-3-1. I'm actually, if I'm honest with you, I'm actually not worried because I know what to expect from Leeds, and I think they'll probably play into Ollie's hands, and we'll score goals. The defending. They're not best defending as a team because they always want to go forward and stuff. They leave holes, especially in the fullback area. So I think let them have the ball, let them do what they want, let them pop it about, thinking the prime Barcelona. Then we just counter-attack them as we do. In the blink of an eye, after 5 seconds, we score a goal. And I think we'll do it 2-3 times. Then we defend, and that's it. And we hold them. We get 3 points. I personally do think that's going to happen. Don't get me wrong, though, it is Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So there is room for doubt. However, I'm confident in the players to bail him out again.
Interesting. I think Leeds are going to win.
I think a draw.
Nah.
Scored.
Nah. Both. It's not good. A draw's not good for either teams.
Where's the game?
Old Trafford. Although it doesn't matter with no fans.
I think the last time Leeds played at Old Trafford, they beat us 1-0 in the cup. I think it was Bedford or something, or Beckford.
Aren't United struggling with their home performances this season?
That's a good question, Mike. And what I would say to that is that in this league, there's no easy game. And, whether you're home or away, every fixture in the Premier League is tough. You can't count your chickens. It's tough.
Bobz, why do you answer that question like a politician?
He's waffling, bro. That's why.
What politician? I'm just answering the question.
You answered like a politician.
I'm just saying, there's a lot. It's a tough league. It's a tough league,
Oh, now it's tough.
It's tough. Every fixture's tough. Look, when you're competing to win the league, every fixture is going to be tough.
Did you just say you're competing to win the league?
Yes. I've said it from day. Man United can win the league. I'm serious. I'm saying it with my chest. Everyone laughed at me, and look at what the league's saying now. We win our next game, we're in top 4.
We go second.
2 points behind you guys. You guys are going to drop points.
Repeat that again.
Man United, the way the season is going, the way the big teams are dropping points amongst each other, and the way the little clubs are playing now, if Man United keep playing rubbish or playing okay and keep winning and stay consistent, of course we can win the league. Why not? Liverpool done it last season. Everyone was rubbish. Liverpool was the only consistent, decent team. Simple. We can win the league. We move.
You know, it's the part that he said Liverpool done it. That was the part for me. That was the part.
Liverpool were the only consistent team last season.
Yeah, but the other outside of, we have a team that's been together for a good while.
Hardly.
We are well coached.
How long's a good while?
I don't know. Like, I would say most of our team have been together for about 2 years, 2-3 years now.
Okay.
We are better coached than you.
That's a fact.
Thank you very much. We have a winning mentality within the club after winning the UCL.
Oh my God, is that what you're really dropping right now? Okay, cool.
No, I'm just giving you the facts. And another fact is we came close with a 97-point season where the winners got 98 points. In any other season, it was proven that if City hadn't got 98 points, which they did, and nobody is faulting City, if City hadn't got 98 points, Liverpool would have won the league any other season.
So what position did you become? You came second that season, yeah?
We did.
So you were second FC. So shut your mouth here about... Sorry, don't be putting up a bulletin point about, the year Man City got 98 points. We got 97. We could have nearly won the league. You didn't win shit. No one... When you go to the wedding, do you look at the bride or do you look at the bridesmaid?
Won the Champions League.
You guys remember bridesmaids, mate.
Thursday night. That's your form.
Why are you reflecting on that? No one remembers the bridesmaids, bro. Oh, we're well coached. We've got a winning mentality, and we nearly won the season.
Bro, United fans are on YouTube and Twitter crying every single day.
Who's crying, bro?
You guys aren't even sure if Pogba made that pass yesterday. Bro. If Pogba really made that pass yesterday, you were clutching at straws like, what a pass.
Listen, actually, all I said yesterday about Pogba was that for the Pogba haters, come outside, because do you know what I think is annoying? That's like saying if Usain Bolt was in the race, I would have... Exactly. You can do comments. Go for this guy. Seriously. But like Mike though. I mean, I've even forgot what I was going to say though.
Yeah, because it's irrelevant, bro. It's irrelevant. 3 points on Saturday or Sunday, whenever they play.
It's Sunday, but thank you.
Yeah, Leeds 3 points. Mandem said with his chest, Manchester United are in a title race. Wow.
We are.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
We are.
Wow. 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 You man couldn't even get out the group stages of Champions League, fam. Done. Dead.
What competition are we talking about now, Mike? Are we talking about the league? Are we talking about domestic treble? Or are we talking about the quadruple? Or are we talking about the Champions League? What are we talking about, though?
The spirit of your Manchester United. You guys
we don't want your support, bro. We don't want your support.
You guys are deluded, man.
We're not deluded. How are we deluded? Coming from the guy, the Liverpool fan that just said you were trying to use an achievement of coming second.
No.
That's what you were saying.
No, it wasn't.
There you are.
No, you're listening and you're taking out what you want to hear.
No. You said we are better coached. You also said you have a better winning mentality, and you also brought up your points tally for coming second. Who gives a shit, bro? When you go to a wedding, you look at the bride. You don't look at the bridesmaid. You came second. No one cares.
Sure.
What do you mean, sure? Shut your mouth. You said second FC. Is that what we're doing, boys?
These jokes are easier to get off when you're the champion of England. You guys are champion.
Oh my goodness, you just didn't drop that line. Okay, do you know what? Take your title. Take your title. Champions Cup for yourself. Liverpool, champions of England. Bravo. Well done. You ain't winning it this season, though. Just enjoy your title.
Manchester United are going to win it, huh?
I believe so. We're in contention. We're in the conversation, Michael.
This season just got a whole lot sweeter.
Bro, put some honey in it. Put some chocolate wherever you want, bro. Whatever pickles your fancy. Do you know what I mean? Listen, I'm telling you, that's like saying you hooked up with a girl, but your mates are. Oh my God, Winter Surfer, you're savage.
These man, who does Winter Surfer support?
He's a Chelsea fan.
What do you have to say about that, Mike? I mean, we've retained the title.
I think it's a sticky one still, isn't it? Answer aside. Listen, I fully expect Liverpool to retain the title.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is that you won't. But it's always tougher to retain it than to win it.
Yeah, I bet.
And in this season, it's going to be tough, even tougher. And when we do win the league, I want you to come on my show, and we'll review the season of how Man United won the league.
Sure. But when Liverpool retain the title, I also don't want you to go to hiding.
For where? We're going on holiday together.
Yo, boys, are we wrapping up or are we staying on?
Yeah, let's wrap up.
Yeah, that's about it. I mean, the only game is Chelsea-West Ham, but
that's a derby. That's a big game.
Let's do that. Do that game, Prime.
Declan Rice's trial.
Prime. Let's review it.
Ziyech and Pulisic should be fit for that game. So
when you just play Monday?
Yeah, Monday, 8 o'clock kickoff. I'm going.
Ruin your week, buddy.
I'm going 4-1 Chelsea.
4-1 Chelsea.
Yeah.
Big scoreline.
With everyone fit, yeah.
Big scoreline, man. I think.
Man, them. I got cut. Love to you all in the group chat, okay?
No.
I think Chelsea West Ham is a big game. Frank Lampard needs a win.
Yes.
He needs to, because that'll be 2 games defeated. I don't think a draw is good enough. But this is the thing, man. It's like, for me, it's like looking at Leicester. If ever I was playing, are you guys at home?
Yeah, at the Bridge.
Yeah, I think it should give you guys a little bit more comfort. But I just don't trust Chelsea. It's not that I don't trust the squad, because I do rate your squad. I just don't trust the manager knows how to get over the line. And I think these are the first signs that you've got to start to see that Frank Lampard is cracking. Now, even if he does still get 3 points, Prime, I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced by quick fixes. So what I mean by that is, if he gets 3 points, I'm not going to say, oh, job done, he's back on the wagon. No, I think Frank Lampard, I think it's fair enough that he's come out and say that, we're not going to challenge for the title, which relieves the pressure from the team and himself mostly. But as it's a derby and as West Ham are a good team, you got to be a bit cautious of what to expect from them. You would expect 3 points, Prime. I would be surprised if you didn't. But yeah, it does sound like a tricky game. You would think Chelsea would win it, but who knows?
Ham are in top 10. Chelsea haven't been anyone top 10. Yeah, that is also true. You say what? You don't think Frank is good enough? Do you mean currently, or he will never be good enough?
I don't know. How do you become a good manager?
Experience, learning from your failures.
I don't know. I don't think he's good. I don't think he's a good manager currently, man. I don't think he's a good manager. I don't think he's managed the players he has.
No, but do you think he will? Do you think he has the potential? Do you think he will develop into one?
I think so. Yeah, I do actually. I do think so. Yeah, I do think he will develop into a good manager. I do.
That's fair. Yeah, I kind of have that as well, to be fair. But it's way too early, and he shouldn't have got the job. But here he is.
Yeah, I think he should have maybe stayed with. Is it Derby? He was managing before.
Derby, yeah.
I think he should have stayed there a while, man. It's the same thing like with Steven Gerrard. Like, you won't find a bigger Steven Gerrard fan than myself, but would I want Steven Gerrard at the club within the next 5 years? Definitely not. Even with his record at Rangers, like, I don't want him there, because it just ruins the taste of the player in your mind. Just don't do it, man. Just like make sure you're good at your job before you apply for the job. Don't do it because you love the club. Like, I love Liverpool, but I can't manage Liverpool because I'm not experienced enough. And I would hope that these managers who, I guess that, they have a bit of better footballing brain than us on Twitter or stuff like that, but they're not good enough to manage like the clubs, man. They're too passionate. They're people are making decisions based on emotionally rather than actual, logically. So I don't trust Frank Lampard, unfortunately. But I'm not saying that completely rules him out forever. I just think right now he's just not good enough, especially when you're playing in a league that has Jose, Carlo, Klopp, Pep. So yeah, exactly. So there you go, man. Honestly, bro, like I think Chelsea they do have a good team, but outside of having a good team, how are they setting up tactically? How are they managing games? So I just don't know. I just don't know what they're being told in their dressing room.
That's fair, and that's everything, actually.
Yes.
All the games wrapped up, coming up.
That was good, man. It was a long one. Longer than I expected.
But it's worth it when you're with good people.
Definitely.
We'll do the weekend wrap-up. It should be on Bob's channel on Monday.
Monday, yeah. No, Monday. We'll do Monday, maybe Tuesday even. Because
Monday, Tuesday, but everyone will know on Twitter and stuff like that. Mike, let us know where we can find you.
Yeah, at OJ Johnson on Twitter. I'm sure Prime has plugged me in the video down below, so check it out. And channel. Thanks for having me on, by the way, Prime. I appreciate it, bro. No problem. Your debut on the channel, and hopefully I'll have you on for an interview or something sometime. Thank you, man. Thank you very much, bro. Most definitely. Gunners, socials are down there, as are Bob's, as are mine. Thank you for watching, and hopefully Chelsea win this weekend, because 3 losses on the bounce going into that Arsenal game, it's not what I want. Jeez. Peace. See you, man.